Hi everybody, Martyn at Flicking Feathers again today, and I'm tying a Pearly Partridge Hackle Bibio. It's a great fly, just obviously a variation of the standard Bibio pattern. Put it in as part of obviously the giveaway box that I'm working on. Oops. So as always, we'll put a materials list in the description, along with a link to the Patreon page for anybody that wants to support the channel and be accessed into the giveaways. Alternatively, you can like the video, share the video, watch it all the way to the end, and definitely leave a comment below. All of that helps the channel to grow. So I've got my hook and my vice. It's a size 10 comp heavyweight. Tie these, I mean, up to yourself. 8's down to about a 14 probably. Run on some black uni 80. I'm going to get my 2 ribbing materials and catch them in. So first is some small oval silver. Just catch that with a loose turn, draw it back, and then do the same with some Pearly tinsel. Just catch that in, sort of length of the body, and then take the thread back, nice and tight. That's fine. Don't worry about that, you'll catch that later. Now obviously that's not a tail, so you don't need to really worry about it being in the bare shank. It's nice and strong, and I'm back to just in line with the barb right at the start of the bend. If you want to, you could probably go a wee bit further, but that's up to you, that's personal preference. I like to sort of stop at the barb. So the first, obviously, being a Bibio, black, red, black, so I'm using silver. So I'll get the black on, slide it up the thread. Right, I've used all the wax thread up, so this is just as it naturally is, which gives you a bit more control. Right, you can add and you can tighten it and take it away. Right, just about a third. Might add a wee bit more. Make it a bit heavier, just slightly. Right, you kind of compress it when you come up with the 2 ribs, and also when you brush it, you know, you draw some of the fibres out as well. Then red, I'm using a nice fluorescent red, nice and bright. Right, especially when I fly like the Bibio, you're covering it with the black and that, so it's not got to be overpowering. About a third. I mean, you could even make that a wee bit bigger. A friend of mine, actually, I know, he just ties them half and half, and he really reckons the black hackle's enough at the front. And it certainly, he catches plenty of fish on them, so you can do what you like, really, it's your fly. So getting back with the black silver, nice and easy, and then just again build that up. And I'm putting out, you can see there's a wee bit of a taper coming in the body, but I'm still leaving myself a good bit of space there. I've got a 2 or 3 mil, like clear. And I'm going to bring my Pearly tinsel up now, right? So I know some folk like to use a narrower. This is a size 12. A lot of folk like to use a 14 and just rib the hackle. But what I like to do is come up in the opposite direction with the pearl. Right, so I'm winding the tinsel towards myself, right, all the way up. So basically this is going to be reinforced by the silver tinsel rib. I folded that back there as well, right, just to lock it in place, make it nice and secure. But also because it's on the opposite spiral, the hackle will go between it, and it'll still be nice and visible in the fly. So hackle I'm using, this is just a saddle hackle. It's from a Hebert miner, but use what you like. I just happen to have some of these lying around on my desk, so I'm using them. Chinese neck would be fine. So, as always, a couple, maybe even 3 turns at the front, depends on how heavy you want your fly, and then just come down between the turns of that pearly tinsel, and you can see there it's still, I can see the lights catching it on the camera, and it's really, really clearly visible. When you get to the back, as always, follow it round with the tinsel, keep your tinsel nice and tight, and then up the body in your usual 4 or 5, whatever you prefer. Get the front, draw everything back. I like to put a full turn in, catch that off. Snip away your waste. As usual with my wet flies, well, pretty much everything dubbed, come in here with a bit of Velcro. This will take out any trapped bits of hackle and draw some of that dubbing out into the hackle. Makes it look nice. Snap that away. Then to finish off the fly, I'm getting a Partridge hackle. I'm using a kind of light brown or a dark grey. It's a nice finish, it gives you a good bit of contrast at the head of the fly, which I think kind of helps the fish to pick the fly out sometimes. Especially seeing an overcast day, you know, that if they're looking up at this and they're getting that dark silhouette or the dark outline of the fly, and then there's this bright or brighter front hackle, that's helped them to see it, I think. It's much like putting a white hackle on the front of flies, like on a Hutch's pennel or something, which is a great pattern. So anyway, I'll get my Partridge hackle. I'm just going to expose the tip, tie it in, fold it back, and then tie it back up. Trim that away. And then it's just a simple case of coming in and winding this, and I'll probably just use it up. You don't get a lot of turns. You want that colour, that soft mobile fibre. So there we go, just about 2. Catch it off, and it's gone forward. Just sweep it back. The stem's a wee bit thick, but I can get away with folding it, so I will. And doesn't want to break, so cut it, crush the end with your thumbnail. Again, as you often do with the soft hackles, I like to sweep it forward to pull the twist out it. Make sure it's sitting nice. Get my head shape right. Just a wee bit off on your side. I mean, it's 1/10 of a millimetre, but I can see it, so I'll get to just catch it. And then whip finish. If you want to, you can use the tool. I sometimes use the tool, but my desk's a bit of a mess today, so I had to kind of see it. And trim, as always. Just a wee bit. It's better. Just a wee bit much there at the back. Any really long fibres of the dubbing, you can kind of snip them away. But that looks good. And then, as always, we're going to finish up with some varnish. Just coat the head, flood the eye, make sure it's all over but not on the dressing, and just take away the excess, make sure the eye's clean. And that's it. A single coat's plenty for your fishing fly, but if you want a shiny head, obviously you can put another one on. So there you go, an absolute deadly fly, right? Wee Pearly Bibio, a Partridge front hackle. Great wee variation that on its day can be absolutely fantastic and can be much more productive than the original on the right day. So I hope that was useful, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to give me a thumbs up below, and I'll see you for another one.